Hello friends, how are you? You are welcome back to my YouTube channel Science and Maths Classes by Jay Sir, and today we will discuss about refraction through spherical surface. Okay, refraction through spherical surface. How does refraction takes place in a spherical surface? Okay, how does refraction takes place in a spherical surface? And in a spherical surface we have to prove, in a spherical surface we have to prove mu 2 by v minus mu 1 by u equal to mu 2 minus mu 1 by r, and this is the most important question, and this is the most important question for class 12. Okay, and this is very important for class 12 students. For concave spherical surface, at first we take concave spherical surface, and in concave spherical surface you have to prove, that is we have to prove mu 2 by v minus mu 1 by u equal to mu 2 minus mu 1 by r. Okay, for this statement we start by taking a spherical surface Mn, and this is a surface which is clearly shown here, and it is a concave spherical surface. This this is a concave spherical surface. Mn is a concave spherical surface, and here a object O is an object O is placed at point O, and the light rays coming from O incident at point Q of the spherical surface Mn. Okay, here an object O is placed at point O, and the light rays coming from point O incident at point Q. Okay, and the incident light refracted towards Q R dash. Incident light OQ refracted towards the QR dash, and here CS is the normal. Okay, which meets at the center of curvature. Okay, and here Q R dash Q produced, which meets principal axis at point I, so the virtual image of object is formed at I. Okay, virtual image of object is formed at I. So from sign convention we can clearly shown here all these terms u, v, r, that is the distance between P and C taken as r, that is center of curvature, and the distance from I to P taken as v, that is image distance, and the distance from point O to P taken as u, that is object distance. Okay, and this spherical surface is placed at the medium of refractive index mu1, and the refractive index of the material of the concave spherical surface is mu2. Okay, and here you clearly see that and you can clearly see here that OQ is the incident light, so here angle O, here angle OQC is the angle of incidence, and here angle R dash QS is angle of refraction. Okay, so here this is the vertically opposite angles. Okay, here angle IQC and angle R dash QS are vertically opposite angle to each other, so angle R dash QS equal to R, and angle IQC equal to R, and this problem we have to solve, and we have to prove mu 2 by v minus mu 1 by u equal to mu 2 minus mu 1 by r. In this problem we have to prove that mu 2 by v minus mu 1 by u equal to mu 2 minus mu 1 by r. Okay, so let us start. At first we write this Mn is a concave spherical surface. Okay, Mn is a concave spherical surface of refractive index mu2 placed at the medium of refractive index mu1. Okay, Mn is a concave spherical surface of refractive index mu2 placed at the medium of refractive index mu1. Okay, here this Mn means concave surface placed at medium mu1, and the refractive index of the material of concave surface Mn is here mu2. Okay, mu2. Now here light rays coming from O incident at point Q. Okay, here light ray coming from point O incident at point Q, and incident light is refracted in the direction of Q r dash, along the Q r dash. Refracted light means incident light refracted towards or along the Q r dash. Okay, along the Q r dash, and r dash Q produced which meets at a point I at principal axis. Okay, which meets a principal axis at point I. So final image of this object is formed at I. Okay. Okay friends, as we say that here an object O is placed at point O, and light rays coming from point O, object O, incident at point Q, and from point Q light ray refracted along Q r dash. Okay, along Q r dash. So we wrote here mu2 greater than mu1 at principal axis. An object is placed at principal axis. An object is placed at point O. Light rays from object O incident at point Q. Light ray from point O incident at point Q of a spherical surface Mn. This is a spherical surface Mn. Okay. From point Q, light ray is refracted along Q r dash. From point Q, light ray is refracted along Q r dash. R dash Q is produced which meets the principal axis at point I. Here R dash Q is produced, so it meets principal axis at point I. So virtual image of object O is formed at I. Okay, virtual image of object O is formed at I. Now further we discuss okay friends, further perpendicular QT is drawn in principal axis x dash. Okay, which meets at point T. Perpendicular QT is drawn in principal axis x dash, which meets at point T. Okay, here perpendicular QT is drawn on principal axis from point Q. From point Q, a perpendicular is drawn which meets at point T at principal axis. Okay, now from this figure, angle OQC equal to I. Angle OQC equals to I, that is angle of incidence, and angle R dash QS equals to R. Angle R dash r dash q s equals to r, that is angle of refraction. Okay, and now we know from Snell's law mu1 sin I is equal to mu2 sin r. We know that Snell's law gives a formula mu1 sin I is equal to mu2 sin r. So we can write this formula as mu1 I equal to mu2 r. So we put it equation 1. Okay, we take it to equation 1. And now next, if theta is very small, if theta is very small, then sin theta equal to theta. We take sin theta is equal to theta, cos theta is equal to 1, sin tan theta is equal to theta. Okay, sin theta is equal to theta, sin cos theta is equal to 1, tan theta is equal to theta. If theta is very small, then what? Sin theta is equal to theta, cos theta is equal to 1, tan theta is equal to theta. Now suppose angle QOP, angle QOP, okay, angle QOP equal to alpha, angle QIP equal to beta, angle QIP equal to beta, and angle QCP equal to theta, angle QCP equal to theta. Then from triangle OQC, from triangle OQC, okay, and this is the, and here CP is the side produced part of this side. Okay, here in triangle O, in triangle what? In triangle OQC, this part is the produced in along the x dash. Okay, along x dash x, means this is the produced part of side OC. Therefore angle formed between this produced part and this side is equals to alpha plus I. Okay, alpha plus I, that is I plus alpha equal to theta. This is the property of a triangle, that if a side is produced in a side, if a point is, a line is produced through a point of a triangle, okay, from a side of a triangle, then the angle formed between that portion, that part, is equals to the sum of two interior angles of this triangle. Okay, so here I plus alpha is equal to theta. What? I plus alpha equal to theta, or I is equal to theta minus alpha. This is taken as equation 2. And now further we discuss more about this proof. Okay, so okay friends, further in triangle IQC, triangle IQC, this is the produced part of angle IC. So angle formed between produced part CP and side QC equals to how much? It equals to r plus beta. Okay, r plus beta means this angle equals to the sum of two angles of this triangle, means sum of the angles r plus beta equals to theta. Okay, this is the angle formed between the produced part and one side of this triangle. So it will r plus beta equal to theta. Okay, it will r plus beta equal to theta. So we can write here r equal to theta minus beta. Okay, and this is taken as equation 3. We take it equation 3. Now further putting the value of I and r in equation 1, that is in mu1 I equal to mu2 r. Okay, equation 1 is mu1 I equal to mu2 r. So we find here we have mu1 theta minus alpha. Okay, we put the value of I and r from equation 2 and 3. Okay, from equation 2 and 3. So we have mu1 theta minus alpha equal to mu2 theta minus beta. Okay, mu1 theta minus alpha equal to mu2 theta minus beta. Now we can write this equation in the form of mu1 tan theta minus tan alpha equal to mu2 whole bracket tan theta minus tan beta. Then tan theta equal to qt by tc. Here tan theta equal to how much? Tan theta equal to qt by how much? Tan theta means tan theta equal to qt by tc. Okay, and tan alpha equal to qt minus to. Tan alpha, here tan alpha equal to qt by to, and further tan theta qt by tc. Okay, minus tan beta equal to, here from this triangle, qt by, from triangle I qt, tan beta equals to qt by ti. Okay, so we write here qt by ti. Now qt is common out from both sides. Okay, here qt is common out, so we have mu1 into qt whole bracket 1 by tc minus 1 by to equals to mu2, and here also qt is common out, so we have mu2 into qt whole bracket 1 by tc minus 1 by ti. Okay, so now if point T is very near to point P, then we can neglect this point, and all the distances are measured from point P, that is optical or pole of the, and all the distances are measured from the pole of this spherical surface. So we write here, now if points P and T are very near to each other, then distances are measured from P in place of T. Okay, so we now write here in P in place of T. Okay, so let us see. Okay friends, further, if the point T is very near to point P, then we can neglect this point, and we measure all the distances from point P in place of T. So we have mu1 1 by pc minus, here in previous stage 1 by tc becomes 1 by pc minus 1 by to becomes 1 by po equal to mu2, and here 1 by tc becomes pc and minus 1 by ti becomes pi. So we can write this as mu1 1 by minus r 1 minus u equal to mu2 1 minus r minus 1 by minus b. Okay, so now when we solve this problem, we have minus mu1 by r plus mu1 by u equal to minus mu2 by r plus mu2 by v. Then mu2 by r minus mu1 by r equal to mu2 by v minus mu1 by v. Okay, mu2 by r minus mu1 by r equal to mu2 by v minus mu1 by v, and further mu2 minus mu1 by r equal to mu2 by v minus mu1 by v. Okay, and this equation becomes mu2 minus mu1 by r equal to mu2 by v minus mu1 by v. Okay, and this equation also be written as mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equal to mu2 minus mu1 by r, which is proved. Okay, which is proved, and this is to be proved. Okay, in concave surface we have to prove this equation, and we already proved this equation here. Okay, mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equal to mu2 minus mu1 by r, and this problem is very important for class 12 students for physics. Okay, this is very important for JAC, Jharkhand Academic Council. Okay, this is very important for Jharkhand Academic Council examinations. Okay, and this is proved here. Okay, mu 2 by v minus mu 1 by u equal to mu 2 minus mu 1 by r is proved here. Okay, so if you didn't subscribe my channel till now, then you have to first subscribe my YouTube channel Science and Maths Classes by Jay Sir. Thank you.